Lots of people have been trying to figure out how big these creatures will be in real life. But when we look at the results people have gotten, this is what we get. Two completely different sizes whilst they are calculated the exact same way. And both are wrong. See, people have been using this guy to calculate the size of creatures. A human technically would be the best to do this since we know the size of him. Just stack some humans to how tall the creature is and multiply it by how tall the human is. This is where we run into a pretty big problem. Look, some are saying that Jeff is 6 foot tall, and their argument is that he's the size of a normal avatar, which is 6 foot. But some others are saying that Jeff is 20 foot tall, all because of the 600-pound weight, which is 3.4 times more than the average weight of a 6-foot person. Now, as I said, both of these are wrong, and I'll show you why in a second. But first, let's do some fun comparisons with both these sizes, and after that, I'll show you the true size of these creatures. And the first creature I want to look at is him. Now, compared to a human being, this thing is absolutely huge. But how big is it really? If we were to scale this size up, we would get a 45-meter tall cauldron. And this might look very tiny, but if we get the Statue of Liberty in the true size, that is how big that is. But it's about to get demolished, because if we were to scale this Jeff up to the size of the cauldron, we would get a 150-meter tall cauldron, which is insane. Let me get the Statue of Liberty back. Look, dude. What? I'm pretty sure this would be bigger than Godzilla at this point. Now, I do have to be honest, if we get something different than the Statue of Liberty, let's just say the Eiffel Tower, it's not as big, but dude, it's still huge. The cauldron, the tiny one, it doesn't really, it's not that big. Now, I'm not sure if you guys have seen the picture with the comparison of the Korathos, Boreal, and the cauldron, but basically what I'd come down to is that they're exactly the same size. So we can actually do the same with the Korathos. This is the big Korathos compared to the Eiffel Tower. And this is the tiny. Oh man, I don't know why the Eiffel Tower is so big. Like, what in the world is that? And we can do the same, of course, with the Statue of Liberty. There we go, tiny Korathos compared to it. It's a bit tiny. Let me zoom in.
It's a little bit tiny.
It looks like the Statue of Liberty has a pet. That's so cute.
I don't think Korathos is happy about that.
No, I don't think Korathos is happy about that. Dude, look at how big that would be. Korathos is genuinely terrifying like this. This will be the actual size. Now, I don't have the actual meters here, like how big it is, because it's literally the same as the cauldron, slightly. But, you know, this is the actual size comparison, and there is more. Because, of course, we can't leave the Boreal Warden out. This is the Boreal Warden if we were to look at the comparison of the 6-foot tall Jeff. Now again, if we would look and scale up the 20-meter long Jeff, we would get this, which is yeah, that's terrifying. I did not know the Boreal Warden was that big, like, oh my god. Now I've got something better to show you guys. In case you're wondering, this is around the size of the actual T-Rex. Now, let's get the Titan of a Jeff real quickly. Dude, that's like a toy. That's like a toy to that is crazy. Can you imagine like a Jeff that big? That is insane. Now let's get that same T-Rex, there we go, a 12-foot T-Rex, and compare it to the Hybok. Yeah, dude, this is the tiny one. Can we talk about how that is so much bigger than a T-Rex? If we would scale up the 20-foot Jeff and use these proportions for the Hybok and compare it to the T-Rex, we would get this. This is what we would get. Are you kidding me? Dude, that looks like a compy now. Can we talk about how big that grass is then? Like, that's 30-meter tall grass. Can you imagine standing next to that? This is literally Skull Island. Like, I had no clue how big this world actually would have been. Keep in mind, this thing is 150 meters tall. Like, this is next to the Statue of Liberty. Statue of Liberty would look tiny here. It would absolutely look tiny. But of course, this is not the actual size. So what is the actual size of these creatures? Well, to figure that out, we're gonna go back to Jeff and scale him up properly. Look, if you wanna scale up all dimensions of Jeff, you run into a problem, and it's best explained with Minecraft. See, if you have a block and you wanna scale all dimensions by 2, you get this. It's perfect, all these dimensions have scaled exactly by a factor of 2. But hold up. The volume has increased by a factor of 8. This is called the squared cube law, and its effects are everywhere in nature. So if you would do the same thing with a 6-foot person, you would not get a 20-foot person, but instead a 9-foot person. So the actual size of Jeff is 9 foot, meaning that Jeff is 1.5 times bigger than the average human being. So let's just scale this Jeff to a real life T-Rex. This would be the size of Jeff compared to a T-Rex? That is kind of insane. This would be the actual size of a cult next to the Statue of Liberty. It would be a tiny bit bigger, actually, which is kind of surprising. You would be absolutely towered by the statue. You're not as big anymore. Cat, I know I want to talk about the Korra, but I think that you might to run whilst I go over it, because he's gonna shred you to pieces. Okay, let's get the Korathos next to the statue. This is the size of Korathos next to the Statue of Liberty. Maybe a little bit bigger. I'd say maybe that big. Maybe that's probably the perfect size. I kind of messed up on the Korra because I just did it quickly, but yeah, this would be the size next to the Statue of Liberty. And of course, we can't skip out the Boreal Warden, which is a literal, it's a literal god. This would be the Boreal Warden, which is still absolutely huge. Like, look at the size of it. I would not want to spot that Boreal if I'm being honest. Now let's just go back to Jeff for a second. This is not the actual size. I don't know why I decided to do it like this. Let's go back to Jeff and get this T-Rex. Now let's get that exact same T-Rex and move it next to the Hybok. Dude, this is the actual size of Hybok next to a T-Rex. That is still, that's a little bite. This thing would probably be a tier 1. Let's see if I can find a Hybok actually.
That's probably some amount.
In case you're wondering what the size of Jeff is compared to the thing, it's this. I am literally not even as big as the nail. Claw, sorry.
There is 1 in this server. Oh, no, now there's 2.
Dude, imagine how big Minawi is to us though. That's insane. We're gonna get different creatures in a second and show how big they would be in real life, but dude, just based off Jeff being 9 foot and that thing being that large, I think you can slightly imagine it. I have done a little bit of work because I was curious on one tiny creature. Let's get all these 3 compared. So let's just get a Puffum. This is approximately the size of a Puffum compared to the character. Now let's remove these 2. This will be the actual size of Puffum compared to you. It's literally just as big. That is terrifying. Like, that is actually really scary how big Puffum. I thought it was cute. Dude, this thing's a monster.
I don't find the Puffum scary.
Oh, dude, I think I actually might have been spot on the size. Make a user Max Growth.
I'm just about to.
Oh my god, Ares is so big actually. What in the... Dude. Okay, let's get a picture of the Ares real quickly because I'm slightly curious.
That's even a teen Ares.
No. That's a teen?
That's a teen.
Okay, let's actually get the size of Jeff correct. Okay, let me remove a little bit of this thing real quick. There we go. It needs to be a tiny bit smaller. Okay, that is approximately the size of that Jeff. This is the in-game Creatures of Sonaria size. Now let's for a second remove this one and get the actual size and compare the Ares to the... Oh my god, Ares is huge! Look at the size of Ares compared to him. That's like the size of a dragon. That is terrifying, actually. Let's do the same with the... Oh god. I am so right about the T-Rex thing. Now, we gotta scale this picture up by a lot. I should probably, like, cut you out real quick so I can actually get the proper size. That's about even, isn't it? However, that's the Creatures of Sonaria version. Let's get the 6-foot Jeff. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this would fit. I actually don't know if this would fit. So, yeah, good luck standing next to it. That is you as a person. You're not even as big as the foot. Do you not realize how big this thing is? This thing is... Dude, that thing can let me get his face close. Dude, you can swallow that thing whole.
Big fluffy raptor.
The reason why I did that, just a confirmation, is because I did not want to believe that this T-Rex was that small to this Hybok. But, you know, it seems that I was slightly right. The T-Rex is absolutely tiny.
And pea-sized Rex.
And edible. Wait, what are you guys...
I think the Ares is planning something.
What? Why are you... You're scaring me. What did I come back to?
Ares was just saying how small you were.
Why? I missed Jeff for size comparison in Creature Select. Yeah, actually, that would have been really good to do size comparisons here. That would... You know... Man.
That would have been so much more helpful.
That would have been very helpful. Anyways, I think we've got a decent idea of how big creatures are. If you have any creature in mind that you want to see a size comparison of, feel free to ask and I'll make a video about it. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye everyone.